Wazam. Okay, so I just knew I had to hop on here and talk about this because this has been pissing me off all day, right? Okay, so third period, right? Third period. I come to class, right? This guy smells like ass, complete ass, absolute ass. And at first I'm like, maybe just something else. Maybe it's someone across from the room in the air, dragged over here. Basic stuff. But no, it was this one kid who was my friend, and it's just him. Like I don't know. It came from his direction. I don't know if it's him. I hope it was not him. But god damn, that shit smelled awful. And then eventually, it eventually smelled like shit. Like it had a bad smell, but it didn't smell like shit before. But now, it smelled like shit. So at a point, I'm already in a shitty mood, right? So I walk, and next period, right? Now we're doing. The teacher has us doing this project for, Teacher Appreciation Month, right? So every day we're going out. Me and my group, we're going out, and we're asking kids in the hallway. And it's a painful part. It's painful. But we're asking kids in the hallway, who's their favorite teacher, and could you give us a couple reasons why they're their favorite teacher? And for the past couple days, it's been going well enough. It's awkward because you're interviewing random kids, but it's going well enough. It's going perfect. As a matter of fact, and that's how it was going today. It was going perfect, right? Until first off, now give me a second. I need to think about this because I'm going this off the top of my head, right? Okay, yeah, okay. All right. After getting a couple kids, right, we got this one kid, right? Well, this is like the last kid that we got for the day, right? So we got this one kid. I don't know his name. He looked like a YN, but we was trying to get him, right? And fucking I'm name dropping. I don't care. I'm name dropping him, right? Fucking Kyle and Ian. Yeah, I don't care. He's not really important. Why not? So fucking Kyle and fucking Ian, right? Like they'll be, talking up with the guy, just I didn't even know if it's about like they're just talking just to talk. It's a long ass talk, and I'm like, yo, we need to go. The period's almost over in 10 minutes. So eventually, they finished talking with the guy, and I get the camera ready, and they're like, Frank, stop taking so long. Meanwhile, they were just talking with the guy for like 5 minutes straight, and so much so that a security guard even went up to us and they were like, what was y'all doing? And by the way, on the teacher's part, our teacher that sent us out there, I feel like you should, talk to, with all due respect, I love you, gang, amazing teacher, but, talk to the security guards and everybody else more, because lately, niggas been getting on our asses for this. Like, and this is off topic, right? But there's these two security guards, a fucking white, I don't know his name, but, excuse me, but a white boy who looks like he just came out of high school, truthfully, and this nigga named John. John pisses me off, but John knows my dad, right? So, I probably should not be named dropping so many people, but, no, actually, no, they're not their names, but their names, yeah. So, this white guy and then John, right? And matter of fact, this happened the other day, right? And then we'll bring it into just work with me. The other day, right? We was interviewing people also because again, this is a week-long thing, right? And I'm asking this kid, I think Kevin. Kevin's good. I love Kevin, bro. He's tough people, right? So I'm talking to Kevin, right? And then we're like, could you help us get the, and say who your favorite teacher is? And he's like, bet, sure, right? So we do it in like the middle of the hallway, but no one's coming in the middle of the hallway, right? So, well, no, sorry. This time it was in like the commons area. It was like where students sit at. So it was there, right? So we're like, okay. Well, Kevin's like, yeah, sure, interview me. So I pulled the microphone, the camera, all that. And then fucking John is over here saying, he say, guys, what are you doing? And we hear that, but we're like, screw it, because we're already gonna start rolling. And then when we start rolling, this fucking bitch says, guys, I told you another time, let's go. And I'm like, we're not in the road. We're not causing anyone any disturbance. And also, again, we have passes. We have passes and we have reasons to be here. This is for a grade. But he's over here, yeah. So, like, fuck it, let's go. So we go to, like, the other side in the middle of the hallway because he has a problem with us who, again, have a reason to be outside with passes in the commons area. The commons area where people relax and sit at. This is normal for commons area. This isn't like we're in the hallway or causing any disruptions. But he has an issue with that. So we go over there to in front of the cafeteria, right? But it's kind of in the middle hallway, but it's next to cafeteria, right? And then we start recording again. And then John and then this fucking white guy and they surround us and they're like, so what are you guys doing? Yada, yada, yada. Basically interrogating us, causing all these issues. And we're trying to be nice, but they're over here giving us attitude. So at that point, I'm just pissed off. Especially the white guy. He's giving me a fucking attitude. Well, he's giving us, me, Kyle, and Ian, and Kevin attitudes and shit when, we're being as polite as we can. And we're like, this for a grade. And we're explaining to him. And they're just being the fucking pieces of shit. They're like, yeah, no. Well, not yeah, no. But they're like, I don't know how to describe it. They're just being dicks about it. Like, your job does not you don't get paid enough for this. You don't get paid enough for this. Why do you care so much? And again, we have reasons. We have everything. It's not like we're just wandering just to wander. We have cards and everything. So, teacher, could you help us and, tell security guys also? Because there's no need for your job to be this serious. And then, but apparently she told the teachers, but obviously she didn't tell everyone. So I don't know. It's stupid. So the white guy today, I was hitting up my boy Harvey, right? And then he had the issue also, and he's like, guys, you shouldn't be in a hallway like this. And I'm like, I'm looking around, no one's in a hallway besides us, me, Kyle, Ian, and the security guard, and then Harvey, and then Kyle's friend. But beside that, no one else is in the hallway. We're not causing any disruption. And honestly, the quicker this could get done, the quicker that we won't be an issue. He's like, but yeah, the white guy, I don't even know his name. So that's what I'm calling him, the white guy. But, it gets the point across. So he's like, get out the hallway, and then Kyle's friend John, I think Kyle's friend also name is John, right? John apparently is chill for everyone, right? So he's saying relax, it's not a big deal, yada yada. So eventually, thankfully, the white guy didn't care as much, but compared to last time, like, they were surrounding us and they was interrogating us on shit. And again, it wasn't a big deal. But this time, I'm glad he relaxed. He was like, yeah, okay, because after he said that, we went to his side, and then he didn't cause no issue. So we're good, right? So back to before, with the security guard, all the way with the YN and Kyle and Ian, and me recording the stuff, right? So yeah, please, teacher, tell the security guards next time, about what's up. But thankfully, this time, the security guard was a woman, and when we told her, she was chill about it. She didn't care. Well, she cared, but, she was chill about it, right? She didn't give us no issue like John and the fucking white guy. So she left, and we're getting started, right? And I take a millisecond longer than Kyle. Well, I take a millisecond longer, and Kyle and Ian are like, Frank, hurry up. And I'm like, y'all was talking to a guy for 5 minutes. A guy for 5 minutes on useless shit. But when it takes me, who should I mention? I carry this shit. I'm the one talking to people. I'm the one going up people. I'm the one making myself open to people, right? I'm the one shaking my hands, being all polite and shit to people, because I don't see Kyle and Ian doing anything. Especially Ian. The nigga just exists, right? But yeah, Kyle isn't doing anything. Ian's not doing anything. I'm carrying this shit. Who the fuck are you? And I have the microphones. I'm recording 90% of this. The only time when I wasn't recording was when Kyle's friend, John, was recording for us. And John's not even in this class. So why are you recording for us? Make that make sense. But whatever. So I take a couple seconds longer, and Kyle and Ian are giving me attitude, which again, y'all was taking so long chatting up with God, but whatever, okay? So then we finished, right? And then we meet someone else, right? And I shake their hand, right? And I've been shaking people's hand ever since the beginning of this project, right? Because that's proper. You don't hit someone up and not shake their hand, especially when you're the interviewer. Like people that interview have ego issues, and they're, I can understand people don't like interviewers, and so I'm trying to breach that tension, be respectful, So I shake this one kid's hand. Well, again, I've been shaking people's hand constantly, but I guess this time really set up Kyle and I guess Ian. I shake this kid's hand. I asked him, hey, would you want me interviewed? He's like, no. He's finally like, no. And I'm like, okay, bet, respect you. Shake his hand again. We leave. Respect. He's not. And Kyle had two issues with that, right? First off, Kyle said Kyle had an issue with me shaking the kid's hand because apparently it's too. I don't even know why he's mad about me shaking people's hand. But he's like, bro, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, why? It's respectful because we're an interviewer. Like, we're asking them for questions, they're not asking us for questions, and that's how it should be. So if I'm going in your, bubble and ask you questions about your favorite teacher, there has to be some level of respect. But Kyle has the issue with me shaking hands with people for I don't even know what his reason was. He was just mad about that. And number two, the second thing he was mad about, right, was, I asked the guy, what was it? Give me a second. I asked him, I asked him, is it okay if we have you, I asked him, is it okay if we can interview you for this project on teachers? But Kyle had an issue with that because apparently I worded it wrongly. And according to Kyle, I should have said, would you mind, not would you not would you want to. So again, what's the issue? And also, Kyle, you haven't stepped up at all. Even and again, I'll tell another story about Kyle one day, but holy shit, he pisses me off. He really fucking does. He really does. But this entire process, this entire group, I've been carrying. Who the hell are you telling me what the hell I cannot? It makes no sense. And I don't think that change a word matter. I think it'll be the same answer if I said, do you mind? It's the same answer. It's the same question. Yeah, you tweak the words, but it's the same answer. And even if the people that say no, they look like they don't want to be bothered with at all. So I'm pretty sure, again, it's the same answer, right? So anyway, last but not least, this shit got me pissed off all day today. I've never been so pissed off until what I'm about to tell you, right? So it's about the end of the period. So we're walking by class, right? We go downstairs, down the stairs, right? And then on the first flight of steps, as you go downstairs, there's a girl walking behind us, right? So Kyle looks behind me, and then he points, and he points to the girl, and then Kyle asked me, would you want to interview her? And I'm like, and I look Kyle, and I'm like, sure, why not? So I turn around, right? And this is so fucking bad, okay? I turn around, right? I'm like, hey, I trip a little bit on the stairs because I turn around on the stairs, so I trip a little bit. I'm like, hey, would you be down? I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then she walks ahead, she speeds run down the stairs. I can maybe get a word out, and she's speeding downstairs. And I realize that she probably thinks that I'm gonna ask her. She probably assumes that I'm gonna ask her out, which again I'm not. I'm asking. I want to ask her a question, but she probably thinks that another guy, something like that. Yeah. So I catch her, and I'm like, would you want to be interviewed on your favorite teacher for a project? And then she looks at me, and it's like this disgusting look. Like, I asked her the worst question. It pissed me off. Like, she has such an attitude. Like, even her walking past me, she was just ignoring me. Like, she acknowledged me, right? But then she was ignoring me. She walked straight down. No. Just completely blocked me. Everything. So I asked her. She's like, no. And then she turns, according to Kyle, because now she's in front of Kyle, right? In front of Kyle and Ian. She turns bright red. And then Ian has a nerve to ask, again, are you sure you don't want to be interviewed? To which I think she said no also. Again, I don't know. Because this was like ahead of me. But she looked like I asked her the worst question ever. She looked annoyed. I have never talked to this girl before. We had 7th grade English together. That was about it. Never talked to her. Never did anything to her. But the way she looked at me, the way, like, she looked like, what did I do to you? I don't know you, dude. What did I do? Like, I was expecting a solid no, but just the body reaction, the movements, you could tell that she did not like me. Just everything. Holy shit. There's no need to be that. I don't know you, dude. Why are you so I don't know, dude. These people, I hate New York so much. It really is annoying. It really is. But yeah, that's my little rant. I mostly just want to talk about that girl because that pissed me off an entire day. Just, I couldn't even get a single thing out, and she's already having an attitude. Like, she asked me, she looks like I asked her the worst question possible. There's no need to be that pissed. And I don't know you, again. So it's not like I'm asking someone that I had a beef with, which I didn't. But she has a fucking attitude. Again, you don't want to be bothered. But holy shit. Like, I wish I can show you. I wish it was a camera. There probably was cameras, but that's probably illegal. No, maybe, I don't know. But I wish there was cameras that could show just how you can tell she didn't like me. And again, it's not like I'm asking to be a boy to ask. It's not like I'm asking to have your number. I'm asking for you on your favorite teacher, and why. But she has an attitude and shit, and yeah, I don't know. That shit had me pissed for, dude. I was in such a salty mood. Not even on like. It's just how she acted pissed me off. Like, there's no need to act like that, dude. And again, I'm probably not doing it justice, but holy shit. The way, even Kyle took notice. Kyle said that, yo, bro, do you know her? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, Kyle like, bro, she does not like you. Like, what did you do to her? And then he even asked, what did you... Kyle asked, did you say anything else? Which I did, because Kyle heard majority of the conversation I had with her, but he wants to make sure that I didn't say anything else. And I'm like, no, I didn't say anything else. And he's like, okay. So even Kyle took notice of that shit. So, yeah. That's fun. But yeah, it's going to be a long ass year. I appreciate y'all. God bless. Stay strapped. Remember, stay strapped. And be good people. Good night. Good night.